Alrighty, what's up everybody? My peeps! What's going on, you sexy bitches? Peter Joseph here for a late Tuesday night video. Video number 2 on your, guess what? 2 for Tuesday. June the 4th, 2024. Thank you for watching video number 2 right here on the Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Make sure you like the video, and please hit that subscribe button right now on this very channel and my other channels down there inside of my goddamn pants, otherwise known as the description box below. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Gotta be real if you're not, fuck off. Same thing here. If you leave stupid comments, bye-bye. You go bye-bye. Bye-bye, so long, farewell, you're done. If you don't like that, well, too bad. Too bad. I got a zero tolerance policy here. You can't be respectful of my of what I gotta say. And then, it is what it is. If you can't be respectful on my channels, then you don't need to be on YouTube. You just need to get a fucking life and some professional help. But for some of you, I don't even think that'll work, but it is what it is. But in any case, if you want to leave a comment, great, but leave it on the topic at hand, and that's pretty much it. If not, get the fuck off. That's pretty much it. Maybe eventually I'll do a Q&A about a topic, or just a random Q&A topic, random Q&A video, but I mean, we'll see what happens with that. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of questions, but we'll see what happens with that. I haven't done one in a while, so maybe someday we'll do that. So you can ask me anything, but, even stupid questions, but I'm not going to answer some of them, because I don't need to. But in any case, hit the bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video, because if you miss anything, well, you missed it, and you're SOL. You know what that means. And if you don't know what it means, look it up. And that's that. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on social media, share the video all over the place, and don't forget to hit that goddamn bell. And that's pretty much it. And if you're new here, and you're just watching me for the very first time, and you see my gorgeous, sexy face, because I took a shower. Unlike some other people I know that can't take a shower. But in any case, if you're new here, and you like what you see, you want more, hit the bell, turn on all notifications so you get notified when those videos go out to you. Some of them, you might not get the notifications at first, so if you're not getting them, then just unsubscribe, resubscribe again, hit the bell again. Hopefully that'll work out for you. If not, blame Neil and his team of monkeys here at YouTube for not fixing anything. And don't forget to subscribe to my channels. All the channels links are down in the description box so you can't miss it. And don't forget to like the video and have fun. And if you don't like it, well, there's the door. Don't let it hit your ugly ass on the way out. Simple as that. You don't like the video, don't like me, then I don't care. Get out of here. Like I said, zero tolerance here on my channels. And my social media as well. So, can't be respectful, then you don't need to be on here. And that's pretty much it. Alright, and by the way, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride if you're new here. Sit back, relax, grab a cold one, and enjoy. And if you can't, then you don't need to be here. And that's it. Alright, enough about that bull funky. Hope everybody had a great Tuesday. And if not, well, too bad for you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this late, getting close to late, on this late Tuesday night on video number 2, check out my Raw review I did on my Killer Demons channel, along with my TNA reviews, TNA Ring of Honor review, Collision, SmackDown from earlier over the weekend. Then check that out all on my main channel, Killer of Demons 669. But you're watching on the Peter Joseph channel. Thank you for watching once again. And don't forget, my name is Peter Joseph, so if you forget, then there might be a test later on. But I'm a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling and anything else I feel like talking about it. And if you like it, great. You don't? That's it. We move on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this June the 4th, 2024, or if you're watching on the replay or whenever, it is now June the 5th, 2024, and it is time for your getting close to late night, but I'll say it anyway, late night, video number 2 on this is your NXT review for June the 4th, 2024, and as always, we're emanating from Nickelodeon Studios at the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, NXT tonight, the go-home show before this Sunday night's next NXT pay-per-view called Battleground. And it's going to be emanating from the UFC Apex in Vegas, the home of WrestleMania 41. So, they're going to be at this rinky-dink, like, MMA-style place that probably holds, like, 1,000 people, so feels like an indie show, basically. So it's like NEC's version of an indie show. But see how it comes out. It should be a pretty decent show. You know, we got NXT Underground between Shayna Baszler and Luna Faces. We got that. We got Trick Willie Shamon defending his NXT World Title against the newest member. Or, well, we'll find out tonight, against All Ego Ethan Page. We got that. We got Roxanne Perez, or Roxy, defending her NXT Women's Championship against the TNA Knockouts Champion, who made her kind of NXT debut last week, and that's the lovely Jordynne Grace, Big Mama Pump. We got her coming up on tonight's show, but we'll talk about her in a minute. We got the tag team titles on the line. We got Ben Frazier and A-Kid, the superhero Power Rangers, taking on the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson. Too sweet me, for the love of God. The OC, got them in there. Also, we got Wakanda Forever, Oba, Femi, defending his North American title against Wes Lee and Joe Coffey of Gallus. Got that. And then the big one, 6-way ladder match for the newly crowned Women's North American title. We got Sol Ruka, Lash Legend, get shit done. She will get it done. So we got Sol Ruka, Lash Legend, Mia Yim, Fallon Henley, Kaylani Jordan. Am I missing somebody? Okay, wait. Sol Ruka and Jada Parker. Alright, we got that. So we got Sol Ruka, Lash Legend, Mia Yim, Jada Parker, Fallon Henley, and Kaylani Jordan. And that match is going to be insane. And we're going to crown a new Women's North American Champion. So there you go. And then after that, pretty much NXT will be on the road to their next pay-per-view, which will be Heat Wave, which is the month after that. I think it's on a Money in the Bank weekend, which is July the 7th, I think. Let me just check the... Can't check the date. I think it's July... Can I check the date here? That too. But... Check the date of my last fart. Yeah, because Money in the Bank's July the 6th in Toronto. And July the 7th is NXT Heat Wave. So, back-to-back pay-per-views that weekend. But the Toronto pay-per-view, Money in the Bank, will be Saturday night, and then Heat Wave will be Sunday night. So, there you go. And that's going, well, I don't know about what Collision will be doing July the 6th, if it's going head-to-head with Money in the Bank, that's a problem. But I'm thinking July the 5th, you know, Tony Khan might counter that and say, hey, we're going to have live Rampage and Collision at 8 o'clock, going head-to-head with SmackDown. Oh, that's going to get destroyed. SmackDown's going to destroy Collision. And pretty much Rampage, too. But let's see how Tony Khan plays that card. But Money in the Bank should be pretty good. I mean, Jey Uso, you know, announced that he is going to, you know, at least qualify or be in the match, and then Lyra Valkyria as well. Maybe Io after Io beat the shit out of her on Raw last night. So we'll see what happens with that. But there is a rumored. There was a tweet on X on Twitter of a rumored women's Money in the Bank ladder match having Dakota Kai and Io of Damage Control with Naomi, Tiffy Tiff, Chelsea Green, and I think it's 5 people. It's a 5-way or a 6-way. I think it might be another person, and Lyra. I forgot about Lyra. So we got that for the men. That really hasn't come out yet. But I think it'll be Jey Uso, Finn Balor, and 4 other guys. Maybe Drew, who knows? I don't know. Depends on what happens at Clash at the Castle next Sunday. Next Saturday, excuse me. So we got that. And that pay-per-view starts at, I believe, 2 p.m. Because it's 5 hours away from London. Well, London time / Scotland time. So, pay-per-view will be starting at 2 p.m., 7 o'clock if you're in Scotland. And that's going to go to about 10. So here, it's going to go from 2 to 5. And then have a little bit of a break. Then we watch Collision. On the 15th, on next Saturday. So I got that. So, Collision at least will get some ratings. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright. So we'll get that. Alright, so like I said, tonight was the go-home show before Battleground. And tonight's show, pretty solid show. Ending was, you know, what it was. Little things here and there were kind of interesting. But we get that. Alright, then before we start the show, we go to the dreaded parking lot. See somebody in a nice car drive up. And the person gets out, and it is All Ego Ethan Page. So he's out of the car. Ava Raine, Robbie E, and a few security guards welcome him into the parking lot. And you know, he's like, everything. Can we go in and get this thing done? You know, they're about to sign his contract or sign the contract for his match with Trick Willie for the NXT title this Sunday. But we got that. So Ava's like, come into my, you know, let's go inside and we'll talk about it. That's pretty much it. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Alright, so then we get the opening recap of what happened last week, where All Ego Ethan Page made his debut, as well as Jordynne Grace coming into NXT, and challenging Roxy for her title, and a bunch of other things as well. We get that. Alright, then we begin the action, because a little less talk and a lot more action here on BCR. I mean, on NXT. So we start off with Jordynne Grace's NXT debut match, as she takes on Stevie Turner, the former resident social media darling. That's just her stupid gimmick. Anyway, non-title match, obviously, because they're not gonna have Jordynne Grace defend the TNA title on WWE television. So it's stupid for that. Anyway, before the match starts, Roxy comes out and joins commentary, shakes her mentor Booker T's hand. Oh, by the way, Vic Joseph, once again, and Booker T suck up on commentary. And boy, did they get mad during this show, and I'll see if, we'll get to that in a little bit. A little bit later, not now, but we'll get that. Alright, so it's also with Stevie Turner slapping Jordynne in the face. Stevie Turner, you done fucked up. So Jordan comes right back with a huge slap, knocking her the fuck out. Then a quick takedown by Stevie gives her a little bit of a breather, and then that's pretty much all she did. And then Jordan powers out of a reverse chinlock circa 1912. Then she hits the Vader bomb into the Juggernaut bitch driver, which is the pump handle driver. 1, 2, 3, and exactly, just right around 3 minutes. So, did I say 3 minutes? This match lasted 3 minutes. Somebody call the 3-minute warning. You got 3 minutes. Did I say 3 minutes? Yeah, exactly. You did, Bischoff. So we got that. Alright, so 3-minute match. Short, to the point. Jordynne Grace basically murdered Stevie Turner. Right in front of Roxy. Roxy's like, I'm not impressed. And then after the match, Roxy gets off commentary. She is pissed. Gets in the ring. They have a standoff. Roxy holds up the NXT title. Jordynne Grace mouthing off like, I'm gonna take your title, bitch. This and that. I'm better than you. So then Roxy just throws down the NXT title, shoves Jordan, not once, but twice. And then Jordan's like, alright, throw down my TNA Knockouts title, shoves her even harder into the ropes, and then Roxy's like, you son of a bitch! And then she goes after Jordan. Jordan, picks her up like a sidewalk slam, and then flips, and then somehow Roxy got out of that and bailed to the floor. Then she grabs her NXT title, holds it up, and then Jordan grabs her TNA Knockouts title and holds it up. So this match is going to be, intense. I don't think Jordan's going to win. A lot of people saying that Jordynne Grace is going to win the NXT Women's title and then bring it over to TNA. So we can see it at Against All Odds next Friday night. Maybe. We'll see. A lot of people say, that she's going to win the title, and then she's going to defend it at Slammiversary against, somebody like Natalya or something like that. I'm like, I don't know about that, but there's a rumor Natalya might be going to TNA, but in the the WWE Partnership Union, whatever it is. But we got that. And we move on. Alright, so I gave Jordynne Grace's NXT debut 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on NXT. Alright, we got that. Alright, then we go, once again, back outside to the dreaded parking lot. This time, we see the lovely Ebony Hotties, Jakara Jackson, if you're nasty, and her best friend in Metaphor, Lash Legend, Get Shit Done. Both looking amazingly hot. So they're there, they're talking amongst themselves, and then Trick Willie shows up. Shalom. So Trick's like, hey Lash, have you seen Ethan Page yet? So Lash is like, I haven't seen him. And then she's like, look, Trick, this thing between me and you, it's over. I can't do this anymore. I need to focus on winning the Women's North American title in that ladder match. So Trick's like, I understand. Do what you gotta do. So I don't know if that was like a real... People saying, oh, they broke up in real life. No, they did not. Unless otherwise told, it is a storyline. You people can't seem to figure out what's real and what's not in wrestling. That's why you're a bunch of smart marks. Yeah, they're together in real life, but if you would open your eyes, like Mr. Dijak would say, well, he says feast your eyes, but it is what it is. But if you would open your eyes and listen with your ears, instead of acting like dumb fucks on the internet, then you would know that this whole thing is a storyline. Remember the whole thing with the letter? And you thought that they were pregnant. We made the joke that Lash was pregnant. Trick Willie, you are not the father. But we didn't have to come to that, but... It is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So, their on-screen relationship, gone for now. But, you know, Trick's like, hey, do what you gotta do. You know, I understand, you know, you got other priorities. You don't want to suck on, you know, the big chocolate stick, if you know what I mean. She doesn't want that Tootsie Roll. But Tootsie Roll Pop, I should say, but it is what it is. So we'll see what happens with Lash Legend later on, and then Trick Willie, you know, still looking for Ethan Page. But we'll talk about that later. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, now, finally, we go inside, or we go to it, not inside, we go to a segment with a few rookies, including Mr. OG himself, the little OG, my friend, 19-year-old sensation, Javon Evans. He's there with a bunch of people. One guy looks like a young Bray Wyatt. Is it just me, or he looked like young Bray Wyatt? Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But anyway, they're listening to the chairman of the board, Shawn Spears. He's talking to them about something. I didn't get what he was talking about. And then Josh Briggs, what are you doing here, interrupts, accuses Shawn Spears of trying to manipulate them. He's like, oh, you have to use violence. You know, stuff like that. So, they argue. Briggs is like, oh, you want to go? Look, we can go right now. So, he teases violence, but Shawn Spears says, you're just showing how insecure you are. So, I didn't get that whole segment at all. I thought it was maybe a match was going to be happening with Shawn Spears and Josh Briggs. Or maybe Shawn Spears and Javon Evans. I don't know. But we got all that, and I gave it, once again, 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we finally go back inside the Capitol Wrestling Center. We have Booker T, sucker! Mr. 6-time World Heavyweight Champion and two-time Hall of Famer. Man that smokes more weed than you do, and that's a fact. Anyway, Booker T, oh yeah, man! Well, he's a lucky guy because he's in the ring emceeing a women's summit for the inaugural Women's North American title ladder match. Well, for the title, of course. So, he's got all the ladies in there. He's got Mia Yim, Jada Parker, Kaylani Jordan, Fallon Henley, Sol Ruka, and Lash Legend. All of them look pretty damn hot. Alright, so it's also with Mia Yim, knowing what it's like to be in a ladder match. He brings up, he's like, I broke my nose, I broke bones. And he's like, I know a thing or two about ladder matches. Like, yeah, you do, because, you know, one in TNA too, but you don't mention that, right? But I know a thing or two about ladders. If you don't know, watch that match where she broke her nose. Watch the TNA ladder match that she was in with, I believe, Jordan Grace, Chelsea Green, and I think Deonna Purrazzo were in that match. I think, I'm not sure. I think it was Tasha Steelz as well. But just look up TNA women's ladder match. Crazy match that was. And also, Mia Yim has been in some hardcore ladder matches from CCW. She had a TLC match with Greg Excellent way back in the day. Way back in the day, like 2012, 13-ish. That was hellacious. That was a mega fucking brutal. That was. And ask Adam Cole about that match too. Because that was around the time where Adam Cole, well, in his words, plowed Mia Yim, because they were kind of like on screen. Well, sort of from what Adam Cole, either one you want to believe, Adam Cole says, I plowed that, meaning he had sex with Mia Yim. I mean, who wouldn't around that time when she was, Princess Mia Yim with my good friend, the Prince Nana. I don't think Nana hit that yet first, but I'm not gonna go there with him because he's a good friend of mine, and I'm not gonna ask. But anyway, you can make the conspiracy theory like, who banged Mia Yim first? Was it Prince Nana, Adam Cole, or eventually Keith Lee? And in some weird way, Eddie Kingston, but I don't want to go there. That psychopath who treated Mia Yim like shit. That violent relationship she had with him. I'm not gonna talk to you. Thank God she got rid of him and went to another big teddy bear, and that's Keith Lee. And we haven't seen Keith Lee in God knows how long. Well, the last time we actually saw him was at the Hall of Fame. Oops. That was a mistake, actually. He wasn't supposed to be there. When Punk was talking to Caleb Braxton. And then you see Keith Lee just, lurking. Like, oh, look, is that Keith Lee? Uh-oh. Tony Khan might have to, What were you doing there? They put you on TV. We're gonna get sued. I was just there, being with my wife. I did it for Paul Heyman. No, you did not, you liar. You're not a Paul Heyman guy. And neither is Mia Yim. But anyway, move on. Alright, so Mia's like, I know a thing or two about ladders, stuff like that. And then Jada Parker says this is her time. She's like, I'm gonna beat all you bitches up. I'm gonna win the belt. Okay, you got a good reason for that. I think Jada Parker or Lash Legend is gonna win this title. But we'll see. Alright, then Fallon, don't call me Dawn Henley says this is her match because she'll be on her own. Wrong. There's 5 other people in the match there, former woman. Anyway, Kaylani Jordan said, little cutie patootie Kaylani Jordan says, no one will try like I will. Okay. And then Sol Ruka says, I'm going to snatch not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 souls. Oh man, I feel she's gonna hit some type of variation of the Soul Snatcher off the freaking ladder. It is gonna be freaking insane when she hits that. The crowd's gonna go berserk, and all 1,000 of them. But us watching on pay-per-view are gonna go, what? We're gonna have to call John Zandig up a couple times. Jesus! We might have that. That's gonna be a great match. Alright, so we get that. And then Lash Legend, she kind of finds that funny that Sol Ruka's gonna snatch 5 souls. So she finds that funny, but says Sunday is all about being crowned the new champion. And then I think it was Jada Parker or somebody threw out a Trick Williams insult. And Book is like, alright, I'm out of here. I know where this is going. So he gets out of Dodge real quick, and then we have a cat fight! We have a 6-way cat fight. And then out of nowhere, Robbie E. He comes out and he makes this weird freaking 6-woman tag team match. So basically, he makes Kaylani Jordan team up with Fallon Henley and Jada Parker as they take on Mia Yim. No, it's Jada Parker, Lash Legend, and Mia Yim. Something like that. I forget the teams. I don't really care. It was just like, okay, why do you have Jada Parker on the same team with Lash Legend? They're heels. Okay, I can see that. And then you have, Sol Ruka on the same team. Like, okay, how does that work? And then you have Kaylani Jordan on a team with 2 heels. I hate to say it, you know, was that you there, HBK, Mr. Heartbreak Kid, booking that match? Or was that Robbie E's idea? And you're like, oh, let's just book it. I didn't get it. I was like, okay, this match is just weird enough. So why not have a 6-woman tag team match? We're just, it's like, you three versus you three. Hey, but we're friends. No. Then we had like Kehlani Jordan going against Jada Parker. And I was like, oh, this is good. I don't know. I just thought it was just ridiculous to make the 6-person tag, which could have been email. But it is what it is. But anyway, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars just because of the, you know, the brawl. That's it. Alright, then we go to a segment after that craziness. We have Catchpoint 3.0. We have Regal! Charlie Dempsey talking to himself in a mirror. He's like, you talking to me? You talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here. You mean, are you talking to me? Okay, you're not Robert De Niro. Stop. Okay? Anyway, so Damon Kemp comes in and finds that kind of weird. And then him and Miles Bourne come up to Mr. Regal Jr. They all talk like they're the D'Angelo family. Oh, hey, forget about it. Hey, you want a piece of me? Hey, you know, give you a chicken bum hero for $2. I'm like, shut up. You wannabes. It is what it is. Speaking of wannabe, if you want to be my lover. Okay. I just had to throw a Spice Girls reference out. Why not? And yes, I do like the Spice Girls. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I like Justin Timberlake. I like NSYNC. I like Justin Timberlake. I like New Kids on the Block. I even like Debbie Gibson back in the day. I like Nickelback and I like Creed. Don't judge me. Don't judge me for liking those great bands / artists. I'm not always I love, you know, bombastic heavy metal, you know, and all that shit. But, you know, I have a softer side. I'm not all mean. I'm not all mean and, you know, I'm not mean all the time, you know, I can't, you know. I love to listen to heavy metal because, you know, makes my ears bleed and it makes me violent and shit, but, you know, I have a softer side. I gotta listen to my classic rock, I listen to some Pink Floyd, you know, some Def Leppard, you know, stuff like that. Beyond Jovi, you know, maybe some Stevie Nicks, you know, that's because she's my guardian angel. I don't have the, you can't see it anymore, but I took it down because the poster was starting to rip a little bit, which sucks because I don't even know, where did I get that poster from? I didn't buy it, obviously. It came with the CD, actually, the tape of Trouble in Shangri-La, one of her many hit albums. Not the greatest one, but, you know, I think everything after, well, pretty much after 88 was kind of, what is this? You know? She had an album called Blue Denim with the song Blue Denim, which is probably one of my favorite songs on that album. And then, I think it's like, Charlie Shangri-La had her and Sheryl Crow sing Sorcerer, which is another great song. And then she came out with like a whole bunch of freaking greatest hits albums. Eventually she came out with a couple new albums with new stuff, which I have. I basically have almost everything from Stevie Nicks. Almost everything. Not everything, but almost everything. I have the Enchanted box set. I have 24 Karat Gold, which is like a freaking a greatest hits CD. I have some live stuff of her. I got the original albums all remastered. Good shit. I don't have a lot of Fleetwood Mac, but I have the greatest hits Fleetwood Mac. I have Rumors. It's like, I mean, if you don't have Rumors, I'm like, what is wrong with you? I have that. I have Tango in the Night, which is the follow-up to that, which is not a great album, but I have Mirage, which is the follow-up to that, and then I have pretty much the last album they made before they kind of went on hiatus, which is the one with Little Lies on it. Great song. And then I have the comeback album, The Dance, and that's the last freaking Fleetwood Mac album I have, because that's the last actual studio/live album they had. Actually, they have one live in Boston, I never got that yet, but it's just the same thing. It's just the same thing for like 98 into 2000s too, but not the same Fleetwood Mac you know and love now. I mean, I think they're basically retired right now, because after Lindsey Buckingham kind of I don't know if he got fired or he just left to do his own stuff. I don't even know what he's doing these days. Stevie Nicks, you know, still tours here and there. She's been touring with a guy named Billy Joel. So you got that, and then pretty much the other members of the band. You know, we all know Christine McVie passed away about a year or so ago. Untimely, which sucked. John McVie's still alive, I think, and Mick Fleetwood's, you know, he's got restaurants in like Hawaii. He's doing a lot of shit. That's that, but you know, Lindsay's doing his own thing. Stevie's pretty much on the you know, almost 80 years old. Well, like all of them are in there, like 80s, 70s, and 80s right now. It's just time to hang it up, like Kiss. But actually, Kiss did, like, legit, supposedly, like, retire, but they're coming out with, like AI or like, holograms in 2027, I heard they might tour again, but that's not Kiss, but it's just, you know, it's like hologram Kiss. Like, what is, I want to see Kiss. I don't want to see holograms, or what is this, Tupac? Come on now. Come on now, I want to see the real thing. I don't want to see, I mean, I know that, you know, Ozzy's gonna be 76 years old. But he still kicks ass. I don't care if he's like 90 and like, he can't even sing Shot in the Dark anymore. He'd be like, it's a shot in the dark, one step away from you. You know, he's slurring and like, you still kick ass, Rozzy! You kick ass, Dad! Because, you know, Ozzy is my adopted father, right? They adopted me. Ozzy's my dad. It's true. It is what it is. But anyway, we move on. But yeah, I miss the 80s. I miss all that stuff. But, you know, I still love, you know, throwing up the metal horns and, you know, up the irons and all that shit. But, you know, I have a softer side. You know, gotta listen to some, you know, Foghat, you know, something like that. You know, little bit of Journey, a little bit of, you know, some classic rock and roll, 80s, stuff like that. You know, even Uncle Ted Nugent. I listen to it. Rosa loves the guy. Not religiously, but, you know, she'll get down to Wang Dang Sweet Poontang. But she got that cat scratch fever, too. But, yeah, Wang Dang Sweet Poontang is like poetry. It just is. And, no, I mean, I kind of met him, not really, like, took pictures with him, but I was on That Metal Show. That, you know, we all remember That Metal Show, right? Some of you, if you watch VH1 Classic. I was on in 2014, I think it was 14. Yeah, 2014, I was there live. And Ted Nugent was this far away from me. He was like right here. Right at the end of the show. And I caught a pic from Gary Hoey. who plays with a certain woman named Lita Ford, who was, if I didn't go to that show, I should have went to the show before that, which I think, or the one after that, which was Lita Ford on you know, on the mountain playing her guitar. I'm like, ugh. Look at that, her sweet ass. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, but I met Ted Nugent, you know. Not met him, but seen him. I was like right there. I don't even have, I used to have it on my DVR, but my DVR is fucked. I had it for years. I had it for 6 years. Had it on my DVR, and every time I would play it, it would be good, and then the last couple years, you know, just not good. And I can't even find it online. You can't find it, really. You know, old episodes of That Metal Show with Ted Nugent. Sucks. I mean, you can keep trying, but, if, you know, I'll keep looking for it. Even on YouTube, you can't find it. It's like, YouTube should have everything from That Metal Show, and they don't. They have, like, after shit, and they have certain episodes, but not the Ted Nugent one. I'm like, come on, dude. It's really hard to find, but if I find it, I'm gonna at least screenshot it. I mean, I do have some pictures of it. Not a lot. We couldn't take pictures there, which sucked. Afterwards, we did. When we met up with Eddie Trunk. You know, I met Eddie Trunk, that schmuck. But yeah, I took a picture with him, and I say, hey, why don't you play some In This Moment? And he didn't even know who the fuck they were at the time. Oh yeah, later on, like a year or so later, you did an interview with them. Oh, but who got you in touch with them? Oh yeah, me, and I still don't get credit for it. You're a bastard, Eddie Trunk. You still rock, but you're a bastard at the same time. Because at the time, he didn't even know who they were, never mentioned them on the show until 2015, when pretty much VH1 Classic was about to be history anyway. And That Metal Show was gone, which pissed a lot of people off. What could have been Maria Brink on the show, or Maria and Chris could have been on That Metal Show, and if it was in New York, I would have freaking somehow got there. I don't care. I would have got to that show. It is what it is. I mean, J.K. Lee was on That Metal Show, and he even mentioned In This Moment. He's like, they were asking him, like, who's your favorite who's your favorite new band? You know, one of those, those questions that they always ask, like, who's your favorite new band out right now? He goes, and Jakey's like, he thinks for a minute. I'm like, you better say In This Moment. And he's like, In This Moment. And everybody's like, what? I'm like, freaking Jim Florentine doesn't even know who the fuck they are. And, what's the other guy? I forgot the other guy's name. But, yeah. It is what it is. Anyway, alright, I gotta take a second for a break. We'll be right back. And no, we're not doing this live, but we'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. And I'm pre-recording this, so it's fine. Alright, I'm back, guys. By the way, do not go in there. Woo! Yeah, I had to really use the bathroom. Okay, TMI, I'm not gonna say anything. Alright, sorry for that little dead air in the video. So it is what it is. Alright, where did we leave off? Oh, we were talking about music, and we'll get that. Alright, so let's get back to NXT. Let's finish this off because I'm tired. I want to go to bed because I got things to do tomorrow, like work, and I gotta go shopping too. So blah blah blah. Alright, so Catchpoint 3.0 trying to act and talk like my cousin Tony D'Angelo, you know, Stacks, and Luca Crusifino, and even Rizzo, failed miserably. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the back, where we see, you know, crazy bitch herself, Thea Hale, along with the rest of Chase U! We have Mr. Chase, Andre Chase, her so-called boyfriend, Riley Osborne, and, you know, the MVP, Duke Hudson. So basically, Riley and Duke say, like, we're not gonna go out with you. We're not gonna go to the ring with you. She's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Mr. Chase, can you go out with me too? So Andre's like, alright. For the sake of the team, I will go out to ringside with you. So they're going to ringside, and then Ridge Holland, why is he still in the storyline? Ridge Holland's there. You know, he's like, Mr. Chase, can I, you know, we need to talk. And I think Mr. Chase is like, oh, just come to the ring with us. Bad idea. Bad idea. Anyway, so they go out for Thea's match against my girl, Jasmine freaking Nix. Oh, I gotta Shane Douglas myself on that one. Oh, she is fine. Not as fine as my Asian chicks, but that's just not so all the time. Anyway, this match was kind of meh. So it's also with Thea, working on the arm, but gets thrown into the air. She's like, get over here. Thrown into the air in the corner for a kick to the ribs. Ow. And then Jasmine continues to beat down on Thea Hale, this time working on the arm for a little change of pace. And then some stomps on the arm to add more damage. And then Thea Hale comes back, hits the world's smallest slam. And then she grabs the Kimura lock. Jasmine somehow manages to stay up and not get knocked down. The hold even hurt more. So she backs Thea into the corner. So the referee's like, break it up, break it up. Thea's like, you know, like, back her away. And then out of nowhere, as they break, Jasmine hits that wicked Pele kick on the money, knocked Thea the fuck out, and Jasmine gets the win in 4.5 minutes. Just the way it is. So, Jasmine Nix gets the win, and there is a rumor that Jacy Jayne's coming back pretty soon. Another hot piece of ish. But we move on with that. So, Jasmine gets the win in 4.5 minutes, and the match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Mr. Chase and Ridge Holland barely did anything. Like, why are you out here then? Morons. Alright, get that. Alright. Alright, we see Ethan Page coming out of Ava Rain's office, with the contract, and Ethan's like, I hope all my demands are met in this contract, and then, we're gonna have a contract signing in the ring, and Ava's like, I guess I'll do it in the ring. So, he leaves, and then Robbie E's like, what the hell was that about? You know, and they're talking about the contract offer, and Robbie's like, I don't think I like this guy. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to a video from early in the day at the merchandise truck. We have a big, huge fight between Gallows and Anderson, basically jumping the superhero Power Rangers, A-Kid and Ben Fraser. They got the fuck beat out of them by the OC. Because maybe they didn't like their merchandise. I don't know. But they get beat up, and then security eventually has to come and break it up. So we get that little preview for Sunday's match for the tag team belts. I think we're going to see new tag team champions, I hope. Well, we'll see. We'll get that. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go back inside the Capitol Wrestling Center for our next match. It is for the Heritage Cup. And here well, is he here? Okay, now he's sleeping. But he loves you all in spirit. My cousin, my legit cousin, because as you all know, all us Italians, we're all cousins in a way. Hey, my cousin, hey, here's my cousin Zuzu, you know? Zuzu's not Italian, but I call him my cousin anyway. Right, cuz? Cousin Zuzu, wake up. Zuzu. Zuzu's taking her beauty nap. But anyway, my legit cousin, Tony D'Angelo, who gets you a Chicken Bomb Hero. Not for you, gets me a Chicken Bomb Hero, you know how much? $2! But for you, $6.50. With a Pepsi. Well, actually, you pay extra for that. I get it for free. So, your hero costs $6.50, and your drink costs $2.50. So, you're paying $9. Suckers! But, that's that. By the way, I'm going to toast to Tony D, my cousin, right now. So my cuz, you the man. Bye, son. Love you, cuz. I know he's from Chicago. I want to see DNA proof. No, you get nothing. You get nothing. Well, I don't believe you. You don't have to. I don't take you at face value. You don't have to. But you're going to watch when I say it, so. But it's legit. I'm not lying about that. There's no cap. No cap. So you don't have to. You can get all the fucking DNA proof you want. I don't give a shit. Italians are all cousins, my friends. We don't sleep together like people in Alabama, but we're familia, if you know what I mean. That's that. Alright, so he takes on Damon Kemp. So you have You have the lovely Adriana Rizzo, Stacks, Channing Stacks Lorenzo, and the so-called resident attorney himself, Luca Crucifino, who lives downstairs from you. His name is Luca. He lives on the second floor. He lives downstairs from you, and he has a law firm. No, okay. Alright, so we got that. So David Kemp comes out with Mr. Ego's son, Charlie Dempsey, and Miles Bourne, the resident water boy. Doing his job for once, actually, huh? So anyway, for the Heritage Cup, as we all know, 6 rounds, 3-minute rounds. You win 2 out of 3 falls. You either win the cup or retain the cup. And you can also win the match by TKO. Or disqualification. But we'll get that. Alright, round 1 begins with a failed takedown attempt by Damon Kemp. Instead, he grabs a suplex, stomps away by Cousin, as the match starts picking up a little bit. Not that it really mattered, because my Cousin grabs "Forget about it!" and gets the first fall at 1:47 into the first round. So he is up 1 fall to none. Next fall, he will retain the Heritage Cup. And that's that. Alright, so we get a little break. Go to round 2. Begins with a little break. It was in picture-in-picture, which I thought was ridiculously dumb. Really, nothing happened. And then we come back with the beginning of round 3, which, now you see the action. David stomps away on my Cousin Tony D in the corner, grabs a bridging German suplex for a near fall. And it works so well, he does it over and over and over and over again until my Cousin wakes the fuck up. And then we get some belly-to-belly suplexes by my Cousin, Tony D. Puts Damon down, but Damon comes back with a DDT for the near fall, right as the bell rang. So my Cousin's, he's alright because he's saved by the bell. Not that it mattered, anyway. But that's that. So they get up. Tony D looks like he got knocked loopy for a little bit. Referee's like, "Are you okay?" You know, and then, Stacks, Luca, Crucifino, and Rizzo's like, "Hey, wake up, Tony D, wake up, guys on," giving him some water, smacking the face, "Wake up, snap out of it." And, Damon's all ready to go. He's like, "I don't need no water. Oh my god, ring the bell for round 4. So, on cue, round 4 begins. Tony comes out like a house of fire, hits a mean old spring buster, and then pins him in 8 seconds of the 4th round. Bing, bang, bada, boom, bada, bing, bada, bang, basically. And my Cousin Tony D is your winner, retains the Heritage Cup. Just too easy. And that's pretty much it. Match was okay, so I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, I messed up, and I said during Ava Raine and Robbie E, basically arguing over the contract offer from Mr. Ethan Page. Ethan Page, this is the segment Ethan Page comes out of the office and wants to sign the contract in the middle of the ring, but there's some details that have to be solved. Ava's like, "Alright, let's just do it in the ring, it's whatever." So he leaves, and then Trick Willie comes in and says, "Where's Ethan? Was that Ethan?" It's like, he goes, "Yeah." It's like, "Ava, give him whatever the fuck he wants. And I'll be out there to make sure everything is peachy clean. And make sure that Ethan does sign the contract." So Ava's phone then rings, and she's like, "Ooh, it's Sexy Red, I gotta go." And Trick's like, "Okay, bye."
"Hey girl, what are you doing?"
"What do you think I'm doing? I'm masturbating." No. Girl talk. I don't know what they talk about. I care less. What are they talking like? Oh, like, how big is Trick Willie's dick? Come on now. I mean, seriously, wouldn't you like to know, Sexy Red, right? Wannabe rapper. That's what she is. Just another woman that thinks she's a rapper and can twerk. And not really good either. Cardi B can twerk her ass, Megan Thee Stallion can twerk her ass, and freaking, what's her name, fuck. I can't think of her name. I can't think of her name. I don't know why I can't think of her name right now. It escapes me. It'll come to me. That's what she said. Nicki Minaj. Brain fart again. It's late, that's why. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Nicki Minaj can twerk her fake ass. You know it's fake. Drake will tell you it's fake. But I digress. So, Nicki Minaj can twerk all she wants. Megan Thee Stallion can twerk all she wants. Cardi B, she can twerk all she wants. Even Lola Vice twerks way better than all of them combined. Sexy Red just there like, oh, I'm gonna twerk. And I got a lot of people following me. Bullshit. I'm a great rapper. Bullshit. I'm gonna give everybody an RKO, yeah. Where was that? I'm gonna come to NXT and give people an RKO. Right. You did nothing. All you did was go in the ring, twerk your fake ass, and then have a pull apart with Tatum Paxley. That was ridiculously dumb. And then you have a segment with Trick Willie and J-Von, which I thought was weird. You know, I didn't really give two craps about it. And then you escort them to the ring, and that's it. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to be the host of Battleground. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your fucking ass, bitch. Come on now. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Sexy Red. I don't care. I never heard her music, and I never will, because I don't listen to mumble rap shit. And the only women rappers I listen to is Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion. That's it. Unless, like, Queen Latifah comes out with an album, then I'm fine with that. Or MC Lyte. Yeah. The good female rappers, like, even Lauryn Hill, you know? Oh, la, la, la. It's the way where we talk with the refugees sing. Ooh la la la. I miss the Fugees. I really do. I don't even know what happened to Praz, and I don't even know what happened to Wyclef Jean. I think one of them had tax evasion or some shit. I don't I hope we get a Fugees reunion someday, but I don't know now, but Lauryn Hill hasn't had an album in God knows how long. Praz and Wyclef the same thing. Not like the late 90s, early 2000s. Nope. Everybody got old and gray-ish. No, they just got old. But if you look at Fred Durst, he looks old and, well, he still sucks dick. That's what he does. That's what Limp Dick Biscuit is. They still fear Zakk Wylde. And they still suck dick. Zakk Wylde is telling himself how bad they are. They still are. But if you like them, great for you. They were good back in the late '90s with the new metal era. You know, with I did it all for the nookie, so you can take that cookie and stick it up your yeah. You know, then rolling, you know, Undertaker's theme. The second theme. The first theme he had was American Badass, and then they changed it to Rollin'. I'm like, alright, go from Kid Rock to Limp Bizkit. Okay, we'll go there. Because Limp Bizkit was hot at the time, so go there. Why not? I still rather him stay with the American Badass theme and not go to Rollin', even though it's still the same gimmick. I miss those types of theme songs in wrestling you hardly get any of them, unless you like CM Punk with the updated version of Cult of Personality. Or if Judgment Day has, The Other Side by that great band you know and love, Alter Bridge. And basically, you know, anybody else in WWE doesn't even have a rock theme song. Like a rocking theme song from like a band you know and love. Sucks. It just sucks that you have to hear CFO all the time. Not like Jim Johnson days. And even in AEW, there's not a lot of bangers besides the Adam Cole's Undisputed theme, Adam Cole's theme before he joined up with Undisputed. Well, he wasn't Undisputed, but before the Undisputed Kingdom came around with the Devil and stuff like that. Adam Cole's theme was a banger. Also, this AJ Styles theme song in WWE was good, the first one. Not the new one he has now, because I don't like it at all. Really, when AJ Styles came in, he should have just used his New Japan theme, but, you know, I don't think it would have worked because, you know, he used it in Ring of Honor as well, and, you know, that would have been kind of like copyright. But his New Japan theme, I think, is the best theme of them all. And everybody's like, oh, what about TNA? Yeah, he had a great couple themes in TNA. I am. You know, that's good now, but the New Japan theme was just... good stuff. Good shit. You're like, hey, what about Cody's theme? Fuck Cody in his theme, too. No! I hate Downstage. Fuck them, too. You know, we need some, like, in this moment. I mean, Rhea Ripley's theme is great. By Motionless in White. You know, I mean, that's pretty much the only rock metal song, I think, in WWE now, besides Alter Bridge. That's it. I mean, I guess you can classify Living Colour as metal, even though they were, like, hair metal. But damn, my stomach is kicking my ass right now. That's the last time I mix. I had ice cream before, and then right after I had fucking Pepsi. I shouldn't have done that. But now I'm paying for it. I'm gonna be up all night pooping. Crap. Anyway, alright, let's finish this off. Alright, so Ethan Page wants to sign the contract in the middle of the ring. He wants Ava there. Trick Williams like, give Ethan Page whatever he wants. And I'm gonna be out there to make sure he signs the contract. And that's it. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the back where we see Jordynne Grace walking. She runs up to Mia Yim. Mia introduces herself, like, you don't have to introduce yourself, you know each other from TNA. My name is Mia Yim, Jordan, you remember me? No. Oh, but I'm Mia Yim. Go! Anyway. So, they look like they like each other. Not like that, but anyway. Then we have Jada Parker come in, talk some smack to Mia Yim. Mia's like, excuse me? So then she leaves, I guess to get ready for the match. And then Ariana Grace, you know, the resident Miss America, or Miss NXT, Santino Marella's hot daughter, comes in, says that she and Jordan aren't related, because their last names are Grace. And Jordan's like, oh, thank God for that. Nice, forget that. And then creepy Tana Paxley comes in, looks at the Knockouts title like, precious. Like, she's like Golem from Lord of the Rings. And he's like, kind of touches the Knockouts title. Jordan's like, well, it's more important than you are in her crown. So I was like, alright, we'll go with that. Alright, so I get a 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we get a long video for the NXT Underground match between Shayna Baszler and Lola Vice. Both have MMA backgrounds. Lola is more about being flashy and shaking her hot ass, while Shayna is more about being serious. And then some UFC and MMA fighters weigh in about the match. I thought that was nice. And that's it. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to Izzy Dame, the big girl, taking on Natty, Natalia, who says enough is enough and it's time for a change. So, 4-minute match, and hey, Natalia gets a win! Over Izzy Dame, they exchange roll-ups, Natalia wins that exchange, and they get the win in a little over 4 minutes, and that's it. Match wasn't really anything to write home about. Carmen came out on crutches. I don't know how she got hurt, but we get that. Alright, I have to use the bathroom again, so I'll be right back again. I know. Time hits. Alright, sorry about that. Ugh. Anyway. Alright, we're back. Okay, sorry, I apologize for the dead air in between the video, but you don't care. Some of you don't care, because some of you probably won't be watching that part, but anyway. Alright, so Natalya gets the win over Izzy Dame with a exchange of fruit roll-ups, and Natalya won that. 4-minute match, I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. It's Natalya. Don't care. Don't give a crap. But her contract's ending pretty soon. She's probably going... Who knows where she's going. She's going to TNA. She might go to AEW. She might just retire. Who knows? We get that. Alright. Then we go outside in, once again, into the dreaded parking lot. We have the superhero Power Rangers Tag Team Champions Ben Frazier and A-Kid. They're all ready for the OC at Battleground, and so basically saying we're gonna bring the fight, we're gonna kick your ass, stuff like that. That too. Alright, so we got that. And we move on. Now my allergies are kicking my ass. It's a bad night, I'm sorry. Anyway. Alright, so we get that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we were supposed to get a match with the new rookies, Tyreek Igve and Tyson DuPont. I don't even know who they were supposed to fight, but basically they're in the ring, they're waiting for their opponents. And then Gallus jumps in behind during the break, and the lights go out, and they kind of went out, then it kind of went purple for a second. Like, wait a minute, Judgment Day's here? So, anyway, Gallus beats him up, and then we come back. They take care of Igve and DuPont. So we have Mark and Joe Coffey with Wolfgang in the ring. And basically, Joe Coffey cuts like a shoot promo. Felt like a shoot promo to me. And basically say, we don't like the lack of respect around here. No one wants them to be here as professional wrestlers. Ooh, he said pro wrestling. And basically, he said, Joe goes on to say, on Sunday, Gallus is going to make sure that I, Joe Coffey, walk out with the North American Championship. Well, that ain't going to sit well with this man, Oba! Ooh, Femi, he comes out, says Gallus is dangerous. And then, they all look like they're about ready to go 3-on-1, but then Wesley comes out of the crowd. He's like, I'm gonna kick anybody. I don't care whose ass I gotta kick. I'm gonna get my belt back. So then we have a big old fight, which doesn't go the face's way. So Oba and Wesley get basically destroyed by Gallus, leaving him laying. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Well, I think we all know what's gonna happen at for the North American title match. I think Oba is gonna win. Joe Coffey's not gonna win. I doubt it. Wesley maybe gets the title back for, I think, the 3rd time, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so that entire segment I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to another Wendy Choo-Choo video. This time, well, it looks weird, as we see her getting out of bed. We don't see her face yet. She goes to the bathroom, brushes her teeth, washes her face, and then she looks up, and she looks really, really
Evil!
I'm like, wait a minute, her face is like, it's not like normal, like, hey, Wendy Choo Choo. It was like evil Wendy Choo Choo. Like she got hit with a dark side. Like Mei Ying kind of invaded her body, like Baby invaded Vegeta's body, you know, back in GT. I hate bringing it up, GT. And then invaded Trunks, and then I think it was Goten and I think it was Goten and Trunks at the time, and then Gohan. I don't remember that. And then we all remember what happened with that. Goku goes Super Saiyan 4, and then basically sends Vegeta, kills Baby, gets out of Vegeta. Vegeta comes back to life, and he's Super Saiyan. And then I think just Goku whips baby Vegeta's ass. Well, baby, not baby Vegeta, baby's ass. That's it. As Super Saiyan 4. That's the first part of the saga. Actually, yeah, around the second part of the saga, where Goku becomes a kid because the Garlic Jr. part of GT, which led into the Baby saga, then goes into the Omega Shenron saga, which where Vegeta cheats to get he kind of cheated. They get to Super Saiyan 4 because he's bypassed Super Saiyan 3. And then we get the first look American style, besides the mangas and the movies of Gogeta. The Saiyans, they're here. We are they. I am they. We are them. But for you, Omega. And then he gets hit out of nowhere. He goes, Pooh! And then Pan's like, wow, he didn't even have to hit him. Isn't that great?
This fusion's great.
I still don't like the Gogeta fusion. I don't like it. I don't like Gotenks fusion. The only fusion I like is Vegeto. That's it. Vegeta and Goku with the Potara rings. That's it. That's the only fusion I actually like, and they only used it once. No, twice, actually. Once was in a movie. I think it was in Superheroes, and I forget what movie. I think it was I forget what movie it is, but they went to Vegeto, and then they kind of fused into Gogeta, like Super Saiyan 2 Gogeta. In GT, they did a fusion dance as Super Saiyan 4s, and we see Gogeta's level 4, which was kind of crazy to see that. And then they teased Goten and adult Goten and adult Trunks fusing into adult Gotenks, but we never seen it. We just teased it, and we see a little bit of it. Well, we don't see him. You don't see his face. We see what he looks like, but you know, it's gear shit. Excuse me. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so Wendy Choo Choo is coming back next week. Oh joy! We'll see what she has in store for us next week. I think she's not gonna be, you know, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna come out in my pajamas and kick your ass. Like a Freddy Krueger type thing. Without the claws, of course. It's gonna be like some type of horror movie coming out. So maybe she has that little part of Mei Ying in her. Who knows? We'll see when that happens next week, and I got that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see Lexus King with Quinn McKay, or Kelly Kincaid, brags about attacking Dante Chen after the, I think it was in the back last week. Anyway, so then Dante Chen this time attacks Lexus King. They brawl all the way, I think like to the medic's room or some type of room where everybody is like, yeah, kicks ass! They get broken up by Norman Smiley and a couple of other guys. And then Lexus says, that's it! This has to end! Me and you are gonna do it one more time! So, probably be next week, Lexus King and Dante Chen 3. and see if Dante can make it a trifecta. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the 6-woman tag team match. Lash Legend, Kaylani Jordan, and Fallon, don't call me Don Henley, taking on Mia Yim, Jada Parker, and Sol Ruca. We get that. Match was kind of, wasn't great. Then we see Jasmine Nix and someone, we think we know what that is. Someone come out to watch, which I think we all know that was, JC Jane. I missed that part. But anyway, they come out to watch, and then all the teammates start beating the crap out of each other. And then, Sol Ruca and Lash Legend start fighting, and Sol uses that distraction to hit the Soul Snatcher on Lash Legend and steal her soul. And they get the win for her team. And that's it. Match was kind of discombobulated, and I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. But Sol Ruca is probably going to be the star of that freaking ladder match on Sunday. She's going to do just insane spots on that ladder. And I'm telling you, she's going to do a Soul Snatcher from the top of the ladder. It's going to be insane. Now, if she comes off the ladder, that's one other thing. She's probably going to hit it from, like, the middle rung of the ladders. I mean, it's nice and all, but the top of the ladder, I think that would be great. Like, hit it on Mia Yim. At least protect Mia Yim. Don't do the Lash, or don't do the Kaylani, or any one of the other girls that can't protect herself. But somebody's got to get hurt in that match. And probably all of them are going to get hurt. For the greater good for the title. And that's it. Alright, so 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Match went a little over 9.5 minutes. And that's it. So we find out that it was JC Jane who had a jacket pulled over her face. So protect her nose and her identity. Alright, so we got that. Now, I don't remember what part this was. But there was a part, they didn't show it on TV, obviously. But it's on Twitter. Brooks Jensen, the resident virgin that got released a couple weeks ago, along with Scripps and Reggie and a couple other people. He came out. I don't know if this was a shoot. He just came out, went right to the announce table, and started arguing with Booker T. He was arguing with Vic Joseph for some odd reason. I don't know what was said. And then, Vic Joseph's like, what? And then you see, Brooks Jensen kind of get angry. He slams the announce table. And then, kind of looks like he was about to go after Booker T. And then, I think a security guard had to escort him out. So, he was probably there, unadvised, or they're bringing him back. I don't know. It was kind of weird. And then, we come back from break, and then that's where we saw Vic Joseph and Booker T coming back really pissed off. It's like, oh, we had something here at ringside, or something. They said something about it, but it's all chaotic here at ringside. I'm like, okay, we got that. So, that was kind of interesting to see, interesting to find out, on Twitter and everything, that, Brooks Jensen got all mad at Vic Joseph and Booker T for some odd reason. Excuse me. And that's it. Alright, I gotta finish this up because I feel like I gotta, puke. Puke! He's gonna puke! Alright, so we got that. Alright, so then we see Stevie Turner asking Ava for another match as she's going to the ring for the final segment. Really doesn't get an answer. And then Ava's like, oh, she's out on Twitter, it's like, you keep fighting! Okay, whatever. Alright, so that was that. And then we get another vignette from Mr. Nightwolf himself, Eddie Thorpe, who's all ready to fight for his heritage once again. Fight for those Indian people! Do it for Trey Bearhill! Ah! Another guy that shouldn't have not got released. But I digress. Alright, we get that. Then we get the Battleground rundown. Then we go to the final segment of the night. Ava Raine is in the ring, brings out Ethan Page for his contract signing. So he comes out, sits down, brags about how great of a signing he's going to be in NXT. And Ava's like, I'm not meeting any of your demands. I think some of them are kind of woohoo. So then Ethan talks about how NXT needs him and the star power after the draft. But he needs the star power as well because the draft didn't really do anything. The fans are like, we want Trick, whoop that Trick. Kind of gets on Ethan Page's nerves. And eventually, Trick comes out, grabs the table, where actually Ethan Page takes the table. It looks like he was about to throw it at Booker T and Vic Joseph, and he just goes, throws it down. Ava's just like standing there, not knowing what to do. So then Trick asks Ava to give Ethan whatever the hell he wants. So then Ethan talks about how he's been in a lot of shadows over the years. And he did make an AEW reference. He didn't mention AEW, but he kind of referenced it a little bit. But you know what he was talking about. Anyway. And Trick had the same problem. And he credits Trick making a name for himself. And now he's like, I want to do the same thing. So then he signs the contract. And then he said there's some stipulations in the contract. And he wants Ava to sign. And Ava's like, I'm not going to do that. And Ethan's like, the deal says if I sign, I get an NXT title shot at Battleground, and I'm going to end the whoop that era. So basically, he signed the contract, and then Ava never signed it. Trick really didn't sign it either. I don't think he had to. I think it was just him and it was just an actual contract, not a contract signing per se, but anyway, in the end, Ava signs it reluctantly, and then Trick and Ethan Page have a stare down. That was it. No fighting, nothing like that. Like last week, where Ethan Page attacked Trick and laid him out and held up the belt. This week, we get a really kind of weird contract signing, but it was just for Ethan Page's contract. And basically like, oh, I get a title shot, I'm signed, now I get a title shot at Battleground, which we all knew he was going to get anyway. We just had to make it official. And then we get a stare down to end the show. And that's it. So, we'll see what happens at Battleground. A lot of people think Ethan Page is going to win the title. I say no. I don't even think he's actually signed to NXT. I think it's just like a one-shot thing. But then again, who knows? Kind of like a Cowboy James Storm type thing where he joined NXT and then he was there for like a cup of coffee and then left. Braden Walker. Oh, we said his name. Chris Harris, you know. That whole Braden Walker thing was so just ridiculously dumb. Why did they even sign Chris Harris? I don't even know why. Name him Braden Walker and basically we barely even see him. And then he went back to TNA, feuded with James Storm. And then eventually, I think they got back together as America's Most Wanted again in TNA. And that was basically it. We haven't heard from... I don't even know what Chris Harris and James Storm are doing, because we haven't seen both of them wrestle. I think both of them retired, or they just don't wrestle anymore. Or maybe they wrestle on the indies every once in a while, but... I think both of them are just basically home now with their kids. Please be like, oh, we're done. I think they retired. I think they did. I'll look it up, but we haven't seen James Storm in TNA in a while, maybe like a couple years. Chris Harris, I think the same thing. I don't think they're in the TNA Hall of Fame yet. I have to look that up. But if they're not, they should be, because they're one of the best tag teams of TNA lore. I mean, without them, there would be no TNA tag team division, basically. And the Motor City Machine Guns, Daniels and AJ, former tag team champions, even DK at one point, you know, Abyss and Crazy Steve. All the great tag teams that won those tag team belts back in the day. The Steiners, I don't know, did the Steiners win? Yeah, I think the Steiners won the TNA titles. The Hardy Boys, we all know that. The Dudley Boys, or Team 3D. So great tag teams, moseyed on into TNA. America's Most Wanted, Triple X. I can't think of any more off the top of my head right now besides Generation Me, the Bucks, but they didn't win the titles. They were there, but they never won the titles. But they had a good little thing with Motor City Machine Guns. And then you look at now, you had Chris Bay and Ace Austin, ABC, one of the I don't know if they're the longest reigning TNA Tag Team Champions, but they were pretty much up there. Great tag team. Even the Briscoes won the TNA Tag Team belts. Didn't count to their 13 Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. So that really would have been 14 titles, and then you add the New Japan Strong Tag Team, New Japan titles. That's 15. Then they won the GCW Tag Team titles, I think, once or twice. So I think they're actually 16-time, exactly, 16-time Tag Team Champions. But now, sadly, the great man Jay Briscoe, reach for the sky, boy. He sadly passed away over a year ago. What could have been, they could have won the belts 14, 15, 16 times. Could have made a run at the Dudleys' 28 title reigns. Oh yeah, 28. They say 26, but it's 28. And then people say, oh, what about the Bushwhackers held it like 30 times? Nah, well, who cares about them? It wasn't a WWE thing. Yeah, they didn't hold the WWE tag team titles. So, but really the top two tag teams that held the most titles are, I think I could be wrong on this. The Dudleys at 28. The Briscoes at, cumulatively 17. Or 16 or 17. And then the New Day at, I think... Kofi's been a 12 or 13 time champion because he won it with Punk, won it with, I think... What did he win it with? He won it with Punk, I know that. Won it with Xavier Woods like 11 times. And I think he won it with what's his name? Matt Sydal. I think he won it with somebody else. I think he's won it with 3 or 4 different partners. I know Punk. I know Matt Sydal. That's 2. And then Woods. That's 3. I think he's held it with one more different partner. But they've been tag team he's been a tag team champion for a long time. Like 13. I think it said 13. I could be wrong on. It's 12 or 13 time tag team champion. But with the New Day, I think it's 9 or. I think it's around 9 or 10. The Usos, another great tag team. I think they're 10-time tag team champions, and maybe have one final run in them. When they get back together with a certain guy named Roman coming back in July, right after Money in the Bank. Right after Money in the Bank, we're on the road to SummerSlam, and Roman's coming right back. So Roman would be taking a 3-month vacation just to film his movie, which ended like last month. So, basically, he took some time off to do the movie. The movie was done in basically like a month. And now, Roman's just getting in shape, I guess. And then, he's gonna make a comeback. We just don't know when. Then he shouldn't even announce it. I still think, come back at SummerSlam, unannounced. Just come out like you did at 2020. Just beat the fuck out of Solo and the Gorillas of Destiny, and maybe Jacob Fatu in that time, but we'll see. Beat the crap out of them. Then get back with Jimmy and Jay. And then, maybe The Rock comes back later on, and then you have Rock. I still think they're leading to Solo versus Roman at SummerSlam, so it means Roman's coming back probably on a random SmackDown sometime next month. And the next month or so, Roman's coming back. Don't announce it. Like I said, don't announce it. If he's coming back on SmackDown, don't announce it. You know what it should do? Have Solo and the Gorillas of Destiny beating up like Cody or beating up somebody. And then they cut to the back like the camera's just cut to the back. We see a we see like a black car pull in, and then we see the guy's feet, and we don't see who it is. Everybody's like, "Oh, is it Roman? Who is it? Who is it? We don't know." And then he's like walking, and then it stops, cuts back to the ring for like, and then like the Bloodline like, what the fuck's going on? Heyman doesn't even know what's going on. The Wise Man like, I don't know what's going on. And then you hear the music of Roman. Everyone's like, ah, Roman! You know, Issa's having an orgasm in her pants. Everybody's going freaking nuts. We're all acknowledging the Tribal Chief once again. Roman comes out, beats the fuck out of the Bloodline. Saves the Wise Man from probably a beatdown. And then you see Roman staring at Paul Heyman, and Paul's like, my Tribal Chief, he's crying like a little bitch. And then Roman's like, Wise Man, I love you, my Tribal Chief. Something like that. I feel that's what's going to happen when Roman comes back. It's going to be something exactly like that. And it's going to be freaking epic. And probably get a big rating. For that segment, it's going to get a big rating. Lots of views on YouTube and everything. And the WWE YouTube and whatever. But that's how it's going to be, and it's how it should be. And then you can set up the storyline with Solo gets all mad. It's like, I'm going to face Roman for the leadership of the Bloodline or something like that. Some weird stipulation match. At SummerSlam, Roman's going to smash Solo. Or is Roman's going to win by DQ. And then at the end, Roman's getting beat up, and then the Usos come out to save him. At SummerSlam. And then, I don't know what's going to happen at Bash in Berlin. And then moving forward, we got the Bloodline Civil War begins. The Rogue Bloodline against Roman's Bloodline. The OG Bloodline. That culminates in War Games. Where I think Jacob Fatu will be in the group. And then I think Sami Zayn might be like the honorary Uso again. And then we're going to feel Usi again. Well, we'll see what happens with that. And then I think Roman's gonna be in the Royal Rumble. Is he gonna win? That's a possibility. But I think at Mania, I know they're doing Cody versus The Rock. But what do you do with Roman at SummerSlam? Not SummerSlam. I keep saying SummerSlam. At Mania 41. Roman has to go for that title. So you do Roman Cody 3? You can't recant because Cody's facing The Rock for possibly his title and Rock's title, the People's title. So the only thing you could do with Roman is Roman versus whoever is the Raw World Champion by then. And that sucks, but at least Roman will be the champion again. But he's not. You can't have Roman win the Royal Rumble and then face the Raw World Champion. Then you have to put him on Raw with Jay, and then you have to bring Jimmy over to Raw somehow in the draft. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I'd rather have Roman Cody 3 to kind of finish the trilogy. Roman wins the belt back at WrestleMania 41, goes on another 1,300-day reign, finishes his career, he retires as champ, runs amok in WWE for another 3.5 years. But now you got Braun Breaker in it. Well, he's on Raw, so that can't probably happen unless Braun actually challenges Roman. If he wins the Royal Rumble, and then, eventually, like, a Royal Rumble, not this coming year's, 2025's Royal Rumble. But, I know, they'll do something. I think we'll definitely see Braun Breaker versus Roman's, in the future, maybe Roman versus Walter. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with all that, and that's it. Alright, so, yeah, Roman's coming back. That's going to be freaking epic in about a month or so from now. It's on SmackDown. I still think it should be at SummerSlam. But we'll see. We'll see. Because you never know when the Tribal Chief will come back. And when he does, we have to acknowledge him, like we always do every day. And that's it. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I am feeling like crap, so I'm going to try to get some sleep after I puke my guts out right after this. So, that's all I got to say for now. So, NXT, pretty good show, and I gave it 6.5 out of... No, what did I give it? Sorry. Not 6.5. I gave it 7.25 out of 10 stars. I thought it was a pretty good show. Not the greatest show, but still pretty decent. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. I will be back tomorrow with your AEW review right here on the Peter Joseph channel. And then, that's that. Thursday night, well, we'll see what happens Thursday night. How tired I am to do a TNA review. Friday we'll do Ring of Honor. Friday we're definitely doing Ring of Honor separately this time. We'll do TNA Thursday, Ring of Honor Friday. Then get you ready for SmackDown and Rampage. Rampage back in its normal time slot at 10 o'clock. Collision back in its normal time slot of 8 o'clock. Right after, that same night on, no, not the same night, sorry. Take it back. Collision on Saturday night in its normal time slot. So we'll do a Saturday night, Saturday late night, we'll do a Collision review. And then Sunday in the afternoon, I will do episode 30 of the Shadow Slayer 2.0 series with my NXT Battleground predictions. And then later on that night, a twofer on your Sunday night, I will do my Battleground review. I don't know, I might watch the Scrum if there is one. I might watch it, then do the review, maybe mention some things in the Scrum that was kind of interesting, but we'll see what happens with that. And that'll be it. So I want to get that up Sunday because Monday I have to get up early, and I have a big, huge doctor appointment that day, and well, Friday as well. So I have to do my TNA review Thursday night when I come home from I have to go somewhere with the missus, so I'm going to be out Thursday night, but we'll be back. And that's that. I'll get the TNA review before I go to bed, because I got to get up early. I have a meeting, I have a big doctor's exam I have to do. I have to go to the doctor Friday, so I got that. And then I got another big exam on Monday, so I got 2 big exams coming up, and it's not fun, but I got to do it for work, so if I don't do it, it's not going to look good, and I don't do it, then it's going to be a delay, and it could hurt my chances of possibly getting another raise, but gotta do it. I gotta do it. I don't like it, but I gotta do it. It's like Macho Man Randy Savage always tells me, you might not like it, but you must accept it. I have to accept it, so I gotta do these. I gotta go to the doctor Friday. I gotta go again on Monday. Then I gotta go for I got an eye exam on Tuesday. So next Tuesday I might be wearing glasses next week because I'm having a problem seeing up close. When I'm looking at the phone, or it is like writing, I can barely see it. From like a newspaper clipping, I see like what's the expiration date? I'm like, I can't see it. Even with glasses, I can't see it. So I might need reading glasses. I mean, we'll see what happens after the exam on Tuesday. Probably, I would think the eye doctor is gonna say, oh, you need reading glasses, or you need like eye drops or something like that. Like, I don't care about the eye drops. That's fine and dandy, but I'm not gonna pay like an arm and a leg like $100 for just reading glasses. I'm like, pfft, when I can just get a pair of glasses like $25. Like, bing, bang, boom, $25, I'm done and out. I was like, just give me, I don't care which one. Just, let me see, let me try them on. If it looks good, I'll buy it, and that's it. And then I'll just use them for reading purposes. And I can see fine. Right now, I'm looking at you, and you can probably see me. I don't have glasses on, I don't have contacts or anything like that. I don't have blurred vision. It's just when I wake up, I have blurred vision. I don't know why. Maybe just trying to get the sleep out of my eye. It's just hard to see, close up with my phone, so I have to put it away. Even when I'm talking on speaker. It's just, it's just a little problem. I'm just gonna get it looked at. I don't think I'm gonna even see the eye doctor again. But probably go, get the exam, and see what happens. If I have to get glasses, they'll prescribe me glasses, see if my insurance takes it, or I have to pay money. I hope I don't, but... And then from there, I might have to, maybe have to go for a couple more exams to see if my vision gets better or gets worse. But we'll see what happens with all that. So I got a lot of doctor appointments coming up, so it's just not good. But my health is good, but, my back is shot, still hurting me. I might have to get cortisone shots in my back and my knee. So, I'm breaking down, I'm getting old!
I'm getting old, Sonny! I can't walk anymore, I need a cane!
But, 47, and I'm starting to get, like, arthritis, and I'm getting cramps, I'm getting really bad back pain when I wake up. And no, it's not because me and the missus have hot, rough sex, but it is what it is. I mean, sometimes she can't walk at times, because I lay down that pipe so good. Sometimes I lay it down so hard that she can't walk. But I digress on that. And, I just TMI'd, but it is what it is. I don't care. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. I will be back tomorrow, like I said, with my AEW review. Or if anything else comes your way tomorrow, maybe I'll do another video, and that's it. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to go puke, and I'm going to go sleep as well. So thank you for watching this video. I apologize for the dead air a couple of times when I really had to go to the bathroom, so I'm not going to stop and re-record again, so I'm just going to let it go. I don't give a shit. It's my show. And that's it. So, I apologize for that, but you watched anyway, so thank you anyway. So, that's it. Alright, guys, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Until next time, if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. That's it. And that's it. Fuck you, man. If you're not down with all that, fuck you, man. And until next time, adios. Peace.